Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the HermitCraft server, I am going to be responding to a lot of feedback I got over my last episode. One thing that you might remember me asking was, Isuma gave me all this iron! He's so generous with his iron farm. What is a kind and generous gift that we can reciprocate? How can we tell Isuma, my friend, I appreciate you, I appreciate your generosity, I would like to do something for you in turn? Well, it turns out that the Shulker that we rescued that I thought was abandoned was not abandoned. It was Isuma and Doc M's, and, you know, there were a lot of comments on the video saying, I don't know, man, maybe just give Isuma his Shulker back. It turns out you were right. That's actually the best possible gift we can get Isuma. And so we are going to go ahead and start rebuilding the bridge that we built last episode to put the Shulker back where it was. Now, I know there's also been a lot of argument between people on Twitter and in the comments between different fan communities about, you know, how much I disrespected Doc here. Obviously, he's a very serious guy that doesn't need to be disrespected, nor deserve it. And I want to make it clear to the fans, you all don't need to argue about that. You know, there's some people on one side saying, you know, never mess with somebody who could blow up everything you hold precious. And then there's my audience on the other side who's like, Joe holds nothing precious. He lost his health, his marriage, his career. He'll keep eking out a living somehow. Bring it. Let's see what Doc could blow up. Doc can blow up everything. There's no disputing that. But one thing that I do hold precious, yeah, Doc could blow up my house or my axolotl shop or whatever, but the most precious thing to me on this server is the value of being part of a creative community. It's the interpersonal connections, and we demonstrate respect and appreciation for each other by not only amplifying each other's stuff and saying, hey, so-and-so made a good video, check it out, but by also respecting each other's time. And it turns out that Doc needs this Shulker right here for a very specific reason that I can't go into, secret Doc M stuff. Isuma wants it back here. I owe Isuma for all that iron anyway. You know what? I don't want to let Doc blow up the thing that's most precious to me on this server, our relationships. So I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to say, you know what? I thought a joke was going to be funny. I thought if I put, a Shulker box in here that had a note in it with the coordinates that said, I ran away because you abandoned me. Come and see me and I'll apologize. I'll forgive you. I thought that would be like a cute thing for somebody's video. I didn't realize I was going to be messing up other people's days. And so you know what? I am going to just fix that right now. Let's get on that. Time skip. In order to ensure the health and safety of the Shulker, we need to avoid it accidentally shooting itself. I didn't realize how much of a concern that was, but apparently that's a big problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we need to put this diamond in the payment chest. Boom. There we go. That's aesthetic. I was going to buy some potions of healing as well, but there aren't any. I do have a brewing stand that I found in a village a while back, but I'm short on the other materials. So we're going to go see where we can get those now. Time skip. I don't know exactly what's going on back there, but I do know that when I tried to find a way to make splash potions of healing on my own, I ran out of nether wart and blaze rods. I asked Impulse, and he had suggested that I check in with Corrales, who doesn't seem to be here at the moment. I think that we need to find a blaze rod and some nether wart. So we're going to leave Corrales a nice note here that says, I owe you 1 blaze rod and 1... You know what, and let's clean up the Guppy Geyser stuff. While we're here, we had left some extra Guppy Geyser promotional material that we can actually now no longer, you know, use. Boy, we left him a lot of fish. It turns out being an agent of chaos on the server, I make more of a mess sometimes than I realize. Wait, there it is. Nether wart. Okay. And apparently there's an egg there too. So, I saw while I was looking for this that there's a tip jar in Corrales' garage. I figure we'll just put our IOU diamond in there, and that will easily and simply communicate to Corrales when he comes looking. Boom. Oh, wow, it plays music. That's cool. Well, this is already improving my day. Thank you, Corrales. You're the best. We are at Impulse SV's raid farm. I asked Impulse for some advice about where to get glowstone for the thing, and he said just go check out the raid farm. So hopefully there's some glowstone in here. Glowstone dust, awesome. Found it, thanks. Mind if I grab a handful of gunpowder? I'm trying to make enough throwable health 2 potions to keep the Shulker alive. I think I'm gonna, he might not be at the computer right now, but this way he at least knew. Like, I'm not taking this to open a competing shop. I'm taking this to go get that thing, that dock index. Put a lot of work into keeping alive. I'm going to get that to keep it alive. So, you know what? I can always repay him later if that is something that needs to be done. And I got gold legs this time, so I won't be attacked by every single hoglin or piglin when we go through the nether here. Time skip, I hope. Okay. I like that there's just a hole outside of Impulse's portal. Hey, do you want to trample Impulse's crops real quick? Like, okay. That's definitely something that we could work on later. I don't have the right kind of wood on me right now, but in terms of trying to clean up the server, I've actually recovered 22 fish already in the process of gathering materials for this. So we're definitely making a positive impact by cleaning up our previous messes. So now that we've successfully brewed these splash potions of healing, we need to chug a potion of invisibility, go in there, and heal the Shulker. Here's the thing. With the dolphin head on, the Shulker will be able to see me. So what we need to do is put all of our stuff in a chest back at world spawn and die. And then the Curse of Binding will be released. We only were required to keep that on for 1 episode anyway. And as you can see here, I've already started laying out a pretty decent bridge. Haven't done the rails yet. That's actually kind of the more time-consuming part, because we're going to have to put in levers for the powered ones. But you know what? That's fine. It's work worth doing. In order to lose this helmet, we need to just not land on the water. I feel like we can do that. Oh no, don't, no, I'm going to hit the water. Okay, good. Good, we managed. Woo! Face restored. We are back here at World Spawn. Let's go ahead and get on our way. So we're going to drink our potion of invisibility. I'm going to do a quick JoeHillsTSD check. There is no JoeHillsTSD. I'm the opposite of fully Joe-Pake. So, we have some splash potions of instant health here. The first potions I've ever brewed on the server. Okay, good. There's Mimic. Now, we don't want to hit it directly, because that might trigger a teleport. But if we hit near it, I don't know if that's close enough. That was definitely close enough. Let's go ahead and do another one. So we definitely hit it with 2 potions of instant healing. 2. Now, splash potions do have some fall off. We can't assume it's at full health, but it's definitely, hopefully, better than it was. So we are invisible yet again. We're going to try just let's try just throwing 3 more potions here. Just to be... Actually, you know what? 2 should be good. Let's try just 2 for right now. We'll hold the other one in reserve in case it shoots itself later. Things are getting a little bit tense for me here because we are getting to the point where we're going to have to be working directly next to the Shulker. And I've healed it with 5 healing potions, but still something could go wrong. This could go sideways. We got to make sure that whatever we do, we're getting it on camera. Okay, let's put accelerator rails in on this side. Oh wait, oh boy, that's gonna have to go through there. Okay, so when we break that Shulker there, that's gonna immediately... Whoops, he's gonna have line of sight on us now. Possibly. Okay, great. So, now all we should need to do is punch out a hole in the wall back there. Oh, he doesn't have... He might have line of sight on us, but he can't see us because we're invisible. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. Then we're going to break that block. And we're going to break that block. And we're going to try pushing the cart down and through. Is it hitting the block above it? Oh boy, this feels perilous, people. I don't love this. Okay. Okay, so there's one bullet. Okay, we need to get Elytra and diamond boots on. We cannot let this thing leave render distance, or we're going to have a bad time. Now, world spawn should be perma-loaded, in theory, but that is not a guarantee. We don't want to get too close, because it'll start shooting. Okay. Feeling pretty good about this on the whole. Do I have the glass out to seal it up? Glass, okay. We got him, people. Woo! That, everyone, is a success. We still have to do some cleanup and make some slight improvements, but the worst of this is accomplished. I was really kind of given this 50-50 odds that I would end up screwing this up somehow and then end up building a flying machine through the nether, which I've heard are easy enough to learn how to build if you have to. You just got to be willing to sit there for 8 hours. But you know what? Sometimes when you screw something up, you got to sit somewhere for 8 hours to fix it. So this is good. This is good. Okay. The last thing we have to do is to just gently improve this glass case of emotion here. We're just going to put a nice little sign that says reserved for Isuma Void and Doc M77. Please don't open. Done. Next problem. You know what? I realized we're out of problems for today. How did that happen? One thing you might have realized, though, is that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. That's thanks to Patreon sponsor M. Lavis. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a haiku of my own devising. Just own your mistakes. Fix them quickly as you can, and shut up after. I'm going to take my own advice and wrap up this episode. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.